is viewed by the
for all students. Okay, it is also one of the point, one of the criteria for internal evaluation, TCE. Students, are you there? All of you are able to hear me clearly?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to take one Viva, okay, face to face or one to one. Okay, all students will be there. I'm going to take a Viva. Okay, 2 hours will be there. I'm going to reserve for 2 hours to take a Viva. Okay, just I will ask 2-3 questions. That's it in the Viva. Okay, and one again another CC parameter I'm going to consider, that is of uh, presentations. Okay, just send me your presentation. I will take a presentations also. Firstly, send me a presentation. These two CC parameters I'm going to consider. Apart from this also, we have planned an online quiz. That online quiz also we are going to conduct in near future for a first year students. Okay, it is clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. The presentation topic you have to decide on your own, which is relating to our syllabus only. Okay, from our syllabus you have to take any one point and you have to present. Okay. Can I make a groups or a individual you are going to present? Students. Hello. Hello. Any no reply means what? All of you understood? Yes, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Jayanti said given response and remaining 8, only 8. Why there is strength is so low today? Any reason behind that? Students? Why? Any reason? Any reason behind this? The strength is so low today? Hello? Okay, fine. Today I am going to end the chapter number 5. At anyhow, I am going to end chapter number 5 of this financial markets and banking operations. Okay, then I will start with the chapter 206, that's personal financial planning, that I am going to cover it out. Okay, it's clear, students? Only 2 or 3 points we have remained with
Yes, sir.
this chapter, and this I am going to cover it out. Okay, and it is sure that all of you to prepare your presentation for this each subject from my side, and one why I am going to take. I will ask you 4 or 5 questions from the syllabus. Okay, that's it for each students. Okay, it is clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. This is also a part of internal evaluation. Huh? Is also a part of internal evaluation. Okay. And those who have submitted the assignments, I already posted the message in a group. Okay, those who are not submitted and date is closed and you are not able to upload on the link also. Okay, the link is also have closed. Clear? Dhananjay,
Yes,
Suraj, Vishwanath, Vishant Pujari, Sneha, Yogesh. Okay, fine. Now I am going to start with my session. Just small 3-4 points are remain with this that I will going to cover. Okay, the OCR enables the optimization of big data modeling by converting paper and scanned image document into machine readable, searchable PDF files. Okay, like you have signed on the particular, when you are opening an account, you will sign on the application form. That application form will be what they were going to do. They will going to scan that application form. Okay, and it will be machine readable format will be there. That machine, that sign, your sign will be read by machine, and it is searchable by PDF. And what happened whenever you will draw a check on any one person's name, then that check will be passed on the basis of your OCR document, means whatever signature you are given, on that basis they are going to verify your signature. Okay, processing and retrieving valuable information cannot be automated without first applying OCR in a document where text layers are not already present. Okay, means they will say always write in the particular box only, sign your signature on the particular box only, because they want that on the whatever may be signature is, there should be no any line on in between. They will see that. Okay. With OCR text recognition, scanned documents can be integrated into big data system, and that is now able to read client data from bank statement, contracts and other important documents. Okay, then they were able to read your signature, okay, from a contract documents or any loan you have applied for the bank, or all they will going to verify your signature. Okay, if they have OCR data with them. Okay, OCR, instead of having an employees examine countless image document, it an attempt to manually feed inputs into an automated big data processing workflow. Okay, like sometimes the employees can examine the countless or image they're going to examine, and they will manually input into the big data. Okay, organization can just use OCR to automate at the input stage of data mining. Means while at the point of input, you have to particularly you have to input the data, means the signature, or which is required for the verification for the purpose of passing a check. For that they were going to use the OCR method. This is big data. Okay, they were going to read that. OCR means it will be converted into readable format for machine. OCR. Okay, OCR here the signature will be readable format for the computers. Okay, then next we are going to see OMR, optimal mark recognition, also called optical mark reading, or OMR. It is a process of capturing human marked data from document from such as surveys, tests. They are used to read questionnaires, multiple choice examination, okay, multiple choice examination paper in the form of shaded areas. You can say all of you, whenever those who have given the exams, OMR sheet they have used for giving the answers and all that, this will be there in the OMR. You can say OMR will going to recognize your characters, your numbers, you can say. Okay, they were going to recognize that OMR sheets. Now DataNet is suitable digital data presentation access network partners was a research program of a US National Science Foundation office in cyber infrastructure. This is of cyber infrastructure, you can say. Okay, DataNet we have. This is cyber infrastructure. The office announced requested to proposal with this title in September 2027. It has come. The lead paragraph of this synopsis describes the program as science and engineering research and education are increasingly digital or increasingly data intensive. Okay, digital data are not only the output of research but provide input to the hypothesis. Okay, enabling new science insights. Okay, DataNet, you can have the data, or like whatever data you are going to store in that. It will develop a data infrastructure. It will present you. Okay, this is a data. Then next, petty cache. Petty cache means a petty cache fund is a small amount of cash kept in on hand or in a locked drawer or box to pay a minor expenses such as office supplies or reimbursement. Okay, petty cash fund will undergo periodic reconciliations with transaction also and recorded on the financial statement. In larger corporations, each department might have its own petty cash funds. Okay, petty cash fund means to meet the small expenses, you require the cash to be there in your account. Okay, you require the cash to be there in your account, like to pay the minimum expenses. Okay, for that reason you are keeping the petty cash with you. Okay, petty cash with you, the cash you are going to use for the function, or you are going to use for the payment of small expenses. Okay, the like office supplies, anyone has given you any stationery or 2 pens they have your purchase. For that you can keep the petty cash for your day-to-day expenses, small expenses, not large. You can just small expenses, 10 rupees or maybe till 1000 rupees expenses you can make from the petty cash. Okay, cash expenses. Okay, that depends upon company to company how much they will keep as a petty cash, how much they will give limit to petty cashier. Okay. The next point, electronic clearing services. Okay, the electronic clearing service schemes, you can say, provides an alternative method of effecting bulk payment transactions like periodic, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly payments of interest, salary, pension, commission, dividend, refund by banks, companies, corporation, and government. It is electronic fund transfer, ECS, electronic clearing services scheme. You can say like ECS, when you will apply for any of the loan, you can say, okay, any of the loan, you can say, then you have got a sanction from the loan and you are going to pay EMIs, then they will do a ECS, electronic clearing services. Automatically monthly or quarterly or half yearly, some EMIs will be deducted from your account. Okay, definitely it will going to deduct it from account because you have applied electronic clearing services. Okay, means your account was applied with electronic clearing services. Like it on a particular day, your account will be debited, and you are going to pay. Means your account will be debited automatically because you have applied electronic clearing services on a first of every month, 10th of every month, 20th of every month, or a 30th of every month. This will be going to happen. Okay, like electronic clearing services, without you have given the instruction to the bank to have a debit every quarterly or monthly, they were going to do that, okay, without knowing you. And it may be a bulk payments transactions, like you can do, like someone is an employer want to transfer the funds to the employees, okay, like salary they want to transfer, then what happens, they will do ECS, electronic clearing services, all together for all the employees at once. The funds will be transferred, okay, the salaries will be transferred, or commission, whatever the dividends they go now, right now nowadays, the all the big companies, they will do this services while transferring the dividends also, ECS, electronic clearing services. Okay, this is all about like you can have a debit to your account, you can give instructions, you can give instruction and automatically it will be debited. Like next 10 years you have applied for ECS, electronic clearing services, next 10 years you are going to, means they are going to charge you, okay, every monthly or every quarterly. This is there in the electronic clearing services. Next is National Electronic Fund Transfer. It is an electronic fund transfer system maintained by the Reserve Bank of India, started in November 2005. The setup was established and maintained by the Institute for Development and Research in a Banking Technology. Okay, NEFT, it is short, in short, enables bank customers in India to transfer funds between two NEFT enabled bank accounts on a one-to-one basis. It is done via electronic messages. Okay, see here, we have seen the ECS, we can do a bulk transactions, like employer want to transfer the funds to their employees. There are number of employees, 1,000 employees. For 1,000 employees at a stage, the salary will be credited, okay, for them. Okay, and like you have taken a loan from the bank, okay, there like you, there are number of customers, there will be bulk debit to all the accounts. Okay, number of account means whatever maybe the amount you mentioned, the amount will be debited to your account, bulk. Okay, that will be there in the electronic clearing services. But in NEFT, what happens, the one-to-one customer can transfer the funds from one account to another account, an NEFT enabled account, one-to-one basis. This is done via electronic message, you can say. This will be done by electronic message, you can say. Okay. Then last point is remain with us, like IMPS. Okay, IMPS means a transfer of funds real time, and it is 24/7, 365 days, interbank linked. Okay, was major challenge faced by banking industry. Only NEFT and RTGS are able to transfer funds, but during the banking hours. But IMPS transfer the funds 24/7. Okay, now at any time the banks, we are going to transfer the funds to you. Okay, like if you want to transfer the funds one to one, you can do that. IMPS, through IMPS. There is no any banking hours limit. Okay, NEFT and RTGS will be done in the particular time frame only, but the IMPS you can transfer at any time. Okay, 24/7. At a night also you can transfer the funds. Okay, that you can do in the IMPS. Okay, this is the last point from our syllabus. Just I will show you the syllabus. Full total syllabus I have covered. See here, corporate banking, electronic system, real time already we have seen, RTGS already we have seen, and this IMPS. So last point from our syllabus. If you have any doubts in this, please ask me, students. Okay, and I'm again telling you, I'm going to take your one presentation and one viva. Okay, I will schedule you in near future. I will schedule you in next week maybe. I'm going to ask you one presentation. All of you have to prepare your presentations, which is relating to our topic of a syllabus. Okay, just 4-5 slides. That's okay. 5 slides. That's okay. Okay, that all of you can prepare the presentations. Hello, all of you are able to hear me, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, presentations, all of you have to prepare. Okay, presentations. And I'm going to take a viva for you. Viva means just I'm going to ask you 4-5 questions about regarding the syllabus. That's it. All of you have to prepare for that also. Okay. Just 1 minute, students. Yesterday there was a account class, no? Finance class.
सर प्रेझेंटेशन परत सांगा ना काय करायचं नेमकं.
प्रेझेंटेशन काय करायचं? ओके, आय विल. प्रेझेंटेशन मध्ये तुमच्या रिलेटेड आपला जो टॉपिक आहे एक्झाम रिलेटेड म्हणजे सिलेबस रिलेटेड टॉपिक. सिलेबस रिलेटेड टॉपिक कुठला आहे आपला? म्हणजे कुठलाही असेल. आता ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह ऑफ फायनान्शियल मॅनेजमेंट, रोल ऑफ फायनान्शियल मॅनेजर. ओके, ह्यातले 4 ते 5 स्लाइड्स बनवा. आपण तुमचा प्रेझेंटेशन घेऊया. सर्वांचा प्रेझेंटेशन घेणार आहे. ऑल ऑफ मिनिमम 5 maximum 10 slides you have to prepare. That's it, not more than that.
सर पण आता सर आता आम्ही मोबाईलवर कसं करायचं ज्यांच्याकडे पीसी नाही
त्यांच्याकडे पीसी नाही त्यांनी
ओरली केलं तर चालेल का सर?
ओरली नाही, मोबाईलवर शेअर करता येते स्क्रीन. मोबाईलची आपल्या टीम्स वरनं शेअर करता येते स्क्रीन. तुम्ही तिथून स्क्रीन शेअर करता येते.
ठीक आहे, चालेल. मोबाईलवर
करता येईल, स्क्रीन शेअर करता येईल वालेकर.
ठीक आहे
मी करणार आहे. आणि मी काय सांगतोय आताच, पुढच्या वीक मध्ये मी हे 2 देणार आहेत असाइनमेंट तुम्हाला.
हो सर.
त्यावेळेस काही चालणार नाही, मला पाहिजेच असाइनमेंट्स. मी करणारच आहे तुम्हाला. मी सांगतोय आता खरं, आम्ही आता तुमचं पेपर रेकॉर्ड केलेलं आहे, रेकॉर्ड करणार आहे सर्व. ठीक आहे.
हो सर.
I require these 2 presentation to be there, like viva and the presentation. Viva I will ask you 1-to-1 questions. Okay, I will take you one student at a once, and I will take his viva only. Okay, 1-to-1 viva I'm going to take. Okay, online I will share you link, but I will add 1 by 1 students. Okay, that 1-to-1 viva I will take, and the presentation I am going to take. Minimum 5 slides, maximum 10 slides you can have. Okay, a time limit is maximum 10 minutes. Okay, you're getting my point. Maximum 10 minutes are for you, for each students. Okay, it's clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. 10 minutes I will give you. maximum 10 minutes. You can maximum, not more than that. You can finish it out 8-9 minutes. Okay, fine. Do a practice, prepare a presentation. Just minimum 5, maximum 10 slides. Okay, that much you can do. Okay, clear? I'm going to post the message in the group also regarding the presentations and all that. Okay, the viva, I'm going to post the message also. Okay, but before that, just I'm going to inform you, be ready with we try to prepare a presentations and prepare for your viva. Okay, just 5-4 questions, 5-6 questions I'm going to ask you. That's it in the viva. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now I'm going to end the meeting. Okay, yes, good day.